Have you ever wondered why the US military is considered one of the most powerful forces in the world? This question, while seemingly simple, has a myriad of answers. The perception of the US military as a global powerhouse isn't just built on Hollywood films and action-packed video games. It's a reputation that's been forged in the crucible of history, shaped by an array of factors that range from sheer size and geographic reach to the vast resources at its disposal. Let's start with size, shall we? The US military is colossal. It's an intricate machine composed of over 1 million active-duty personnel, making it one of the largest standing forces in the world. This massive manpower is supplemented by an equally impressive reserve component, ready to answer the call of duty at a moment's notice. But it's not just about the number of boots on the ground. The US military's reach is truly global, with installations and bases spread across the globe. From the sweltering heat of the Middle East to the icy expanses of the Arctic, the US military's presence is felt everywhere. This global footprint allows for rapid response to crises, strategic positioning, and a show of commitment to allies and partners. Then there are the resources. The United States spends more on its military than any other country on Earth. This funding fuels cutting-edge technology and weaponry, providing the military with tools that are often leagues ahead of what other nations can muster. It also ensures top-notch training for the personnel, making them some of the best-prepared soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines in the world. This trifecta of size, reach, and resources forms the bedrock of the US military's reputation. It's a force that can project power across the globe, respond to crises swiftly, and wield technology that often seems right out of science fiction. So, the US military is undeniably a force to be reckoned with. But does that mean it's invincible? Let's delve deeper into this question in our next segment. The US military undeniably has strengths that set it apart on the global stage. But what exactly are these strengths? Firstly, let's take a look at the technological advancements that the US military has made. From the stealth technology of the B-2 Spirit bomber to the precise targeting systems of the Navy's guided missile destroyers, the US military has consistently been at the forefront of technological innovation. This commitment to cutting-edge technology allows the US military to maintain a significant edge in combat situations, enhancing their ability to respond to threats rapidly and efficiently. But tech isn't the only strength of the US military. There's also the comprehensive training that every soldier undergoes. The US military has some of the most rigorous and extensive training programs in the world, designed to prepare soldiers for any scenario they might face on the battlefield. This training is not just physical, but mental as well, focusing on instilling a strong sense of discipline, resilience, and strategic thinking in all personnel. And then there's the diversity of the US military. With personnel hailing from every state and from a wide range of backgrounds, the US military is a true representation of the nation it serves. This diversity brings a multitude of perspectives and ideas to the table, fostering innovation and adaptability. Moreover, it also showcases the inclusivity of the US military, which is committed to providing equal opportunities to all, regardless of race, religion, or gender. Lastly, it's important to mention the sheer size and global reach of the US military. With bases in over 70 countries and a presence in every time zone, the US military has the ability to project power and influence across the globe. This vast reach, combined with the aforementioned strengths, contributes to the US military's status as a dominant force on the international stage. These strengths have undoubtedly played a significant role in the US military's successes. However, no entity is without its weaknesses. Despite its strengths, the US military also faces certain weaknesses. What could these possibly be? One of the major weaknesses is the issue of overextension. The US military has a global presence with bases and operations in more than 150 countries. While this global footprint allows for rapid response to international crises, it also stretches resources thin. This overextension could potentially leave the military vulnerable, as it attempts to maintain readiness across a vast geographic expanse. Another weakness lies in the military's heavy reliance on technology. The US military is the most technologically advanced in the world, employing cutting-edge tools and weaponry. However, this dependency on technology could become a double-edged sword. In a world where cyber warfare is becoming increasingly prevalent, the military's high-tech systems could be targeted, disrupting operations and compromising security. Then there's the matter of budget. The US spends more on its military than the next 10 countries combined. This massive expenditure makes it possible to maintain a powerful and technologically advanced force. However, it also raises concerns about fiscal responsibility and economic sustainability. The high cost of maintaining and upgrading military equipment, along with the ongoing expenses of global operations, puts a significant strain on the national budget. These weaknesses can pose real dangers in future conflicts. Overextension can reduce the military's ability to respond effectively to multiple simultaneous crises. A successful cyber attack could cripple high-tech systems, rendering advanced weaponry and equipment useless, and budgetary constraints could force difficult decisions about where and how to allocate resources. Addressing these weaknesses should be a priority, but what are the major challenges that lie ahead? The U.S. military, like any organization, must continually assess its strengths and weaknesses, adapting to new threats and changing circumstances. It's not enough to have the most advanced weaponry or the largest budget. The true strength of any military lies in its ability to adapt, evolve, and overcome. The challenges are significant, but so too is the potential for innovation and improvement. Looking ahead, the U.S. military faces several significant challenges. What are they, and how can they be overcome? The virtual battlefield is fast becoming as important as the physical one, with cyber warfare posing a substantial challenge. This isn't just about hacking into systems or spreading disinformation. It's much more than that. It's about disrupting infrastructure, compromising security, and causing chaos. The solution? It's twofold: increased funding for cyber defense and improved training. By investing in cutting-edge technologies and cultivating a workforce skilled in digital warfare, the U.S. military can fortify its cyber defenses. Next on the horizon is space warfare. As nations explore outer space, it's becoming a new frontier for potential conflict. Satellites, which are vital for communication, surveillance, and navigation, could be targeted, disrupting military operations. The remedy? Strategic partnerships. By collaborating with allies and commercial entities, the U.S. military can enhance its space capabilities and ensure the security of its assets. The third challenge is the need for modernization. The military's equipment, from tanks to aircraft, must keep pace with advances in technology. But modernization isn't just about hardware. It's also about strategies, doctrines, and operational concepts. To overcome this challenge, the military needs a steady stream of funding, not just for procurement of new equipment, but also for research and development, to innovate and stay ahead of potential adversaries. But money alone isn't the answer. It's about how that funding is used. The military must prioritize its needs, make smart investments, and ensure accountability. It must be willing to let go of outdated systems and embrace new ones, even if it means challenging long-held beliefs and practices. Finally, let's not forget the human element. The military needs to attract and retain quality personnel. It needs leaders who can navigate these complex challenges and steer the military towards a successful future. Overcoming these challenges will be crucial for the U.S. military's future success. So, where does all this leave the U.S. military? We've ventured deep into the heart of the American military machine, examining its formidable strengths and acknowledging its inherent weaknesses. We've dissected the complex terrain of the challenges that lie ahead and speculated on the potential solutions that could steer the course of its future. The U.S. military's strengths, as we've seen, are numerous and significant. Its technological prowess is unparalleled, its logistic capabilities are vast, and its personnel are among the most highly trained in the world. These strengths have enabled the U.S. military to maintain its position as a global superpower, a status that is both envied and feared. But as with any entity, the U.S. military is not without its weaknesses. Its reliance on technology, while a strength, can also be a vulnerability. The vast size of its operations can lead to inefficiencies. And the high cost of maintaining such a massive force is a constant pressure on the nation's economy. Looking forward, the challenges are manifold. The rise of non-traditional threats, such as cyber warfare and terrorism, demand new strategies and tactics. The shifting geopolitical landscape requires constant vigilance and adaptation. And the increasing importance of space as a new frontier of conflict necessitates a rethinking of military doctrine. The solutions to these challenges are not simple or straightforward. They will require innovation, flexibility, and a willingness to change. They will require a military that is not only strong, but also smart, capable of adapting to new realities and confronting new threats. The future of the U.S. military will undoubtedly be shaped by how it addresses these challenges. But one thing is certain: it will continue to be a pivotal force on the global stage. It will continue to shape world events, to protect American interests, and to serve as a bulwark of stability in a world that is often anything but. The future of the U.S. military will undoubtedly be shaped by how it addresses these challenges. But one thing is certain: it will continue to be a pivotal force on the global stage.